Girl, you on my line right now. Yeah, I can see the signs right now. Feeling like a boss right now. Right now. And you just took a loss right now. Dripping in the sauce right now. Get a sprinkle up my style. I'm about to lock down. Feel like in the real life, dripping on sauce in the good life. You shine, I shine, and ain't nobody gonna take mine. I just wanna be a boss. I would never ever fall.
All right, Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State in TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. A few minutes prior to us coming on air, this crowd was jolted into action with the introduction of these Jaguars. They're set for football as the Jags are ready to match up with the Indianapolis Colts. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Here's Leonard Fournette, 1,000-yard rusher from a year ago. Looking to find a lane, but he can't, reined in at the line of scrimmage. It was Matthew Adams who got him down on the defensive side.
Let's go, let's go. Green 80.
On second down, here's Bortles. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, third down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense if that fell harmlessly to the ground. Flush to his right. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Fournette, a first down carry. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's Bortles to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Looking long for Westbrook. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Working from the gun, it's Bortles. He's going to air one out. This is caught. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jags have taken the early lead. And it's up and good. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Luck and the Colts come up now 1st and 10 at their own 18. Now the rookie from NC State, this is Nyheim Hines. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Now it's Hines. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Block on 3rd down. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. That's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game because sometimes you start a game with your script to try.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Quincy Wilson with the INT. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. A good pickup there of 22. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
Slipped 1 tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level. All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Throwing on 3rd down, Locke. Oh, it's a screen pass. It's complete. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Vinatieri connecting on the extra point. And we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. The Jaguars offense now heads back onto the field. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Bortles will try again on 2nd down. And that'll be incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
380. Here we go.
From the gun, it's Bortles. He's going to wind up and air it out. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And call that an even 50 yards on the punt with 7 on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
The drive starting play, a good one. Give them 19.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Throwing his long, and he rifles one incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. A shotgun snap for Love. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Out of the gun, Luck. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Doyle. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. His first catch, good for 14 there and a 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. 12. Luck on 1st down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. 12. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So 5 yards there as one of the big guys up front moved.
And in a 4-3 front, you've got the 2 defensive tackles right near the football. I know there's a lot of movement around there, but they're always taught to have one eye on the football. Apparently, that didn't happen.
Again, Luck. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
12.
Throwing again is Love. And incomplete here on 3rd down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Bortles now on 1st down. And that is incomplete. D.D. Westbrook, his intended receiver. And it's second down.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
Now Leonard Fournette. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size and these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. And the Jaguars send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the second time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. This is taken at the 15. Back with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Colts in possession of the 15. Look, and the Colts come up now 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. Here's a handoff to Hines to begin the drive. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. A gain of 3, second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Flushed out right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. A.J. Boye with a pick. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Now, whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Now Bortles throwing on second down. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
Throwing is Bortles on 3rd down. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down.
But that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on 3rd down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. So he splits the uprights and has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good three-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Colts getting ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
They want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. The start for them near flawless. Defense gets them a 3-and-out. 2 quick pass connections on offense.
So that's how a team works together. Just what you described. Get them the ball, give them a little momentum, and they're capitalizing off of that. Thanks a lot, guys.
To throw is Locke. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
To throw on 2nd down is Locke. He's going to loft one deep left side here. But it's caught at the 10. A big play there for Indy. 53 yards. The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there's a quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5 and still find a way to win the game in the end.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. They get it to him running left. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers trying to pound it in? Instead, look at a little more of a scat back type, and he's trying to make it happen.
Yeah, they went with the elusive, slippery guy. Couldn't get in there, though. And Vinatieri's kick is good. And they will take the lead at 13-10. No problems in the field goal department, so
pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Able to slither by. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Bortles to throw on 2nd down. He's going to go for a big play downfield. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll be taken down, but first he gets deep into Indianapolis territory. A big play there. Bortles to lead. 64 yards. The Jags with their first opportunity in the red zone. They've got a 1st and goal to go at the 7. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back with more from Jacksonville. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after this. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Shotgun now for Bortles. Flush to his right. Pass incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter. A lot of time to change things. Bortles going to throw. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Jags are able to cash in for 6. Extra point tacked on by Lambo. And that will make this a 4-point game. Here's Lambo out to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Luck now to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Rodgers. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is a receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. The Colts on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, here's Luck. And he's got Rodgers. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Now a first down throw. Luck. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice gain.
And when they're blitzing like that, under pressure, and down he goes. Luck is sacked. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Here's Luck. This is caught. It's Ryan Grant. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
From the gun on third down, Luck. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. So after the INT, it's Bortles. Buying time to his left. Looking left sideline, incomplete. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. So we hit the halftime break here in Jacksonville with the Jags on top. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in the second half. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now it's Luck off the bootleg. Looking deep for Hilton. And Luck will be intercepted for a 3rd time. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he throws.
On 1st down, Bortles going for the deep ball. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And a very good return as he'll take it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
When you're in man coverage, you have help over the top, you become a much more confident defender. Trail the receiver and know that someone over the top can make a play, and that's exactly what happened here. The free safety coming up with the interception.
Luck and the Colts come up now 1st and 10 at the 40. With Hines. And he'll get this way down into Jacksonville territory. A huge play that time for the Colts. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down.
675.
Here's Mack. Gets around him. And he stopped immediately there. There for the tackle, the former Wisconsin Badger, Leon Jacobs.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
They keep it on the ground. Mack again. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball on that because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. Jacksonville's pass defense holds serve. 4th down. And Vinatieri's kick is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. He's got 9 points on field goals now. He's made 3 of them. That gets him a bit closer, but there's no question they need to start turning some of these 3s into 6s.
And for him, it's not his concern, right? He just goes out there when they call on him and goes ahead and puts points up on the board. But the offense has got to get together and figure out what's stalling their drives, so they have to keep calling on him.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Taking it about the 16. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Luck and the Colts come up now 1st and 10 at their own 27. They begin the drive on the ground with Mack. He finds an opening past the 40 and all the way up to the 45-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
Now a toss play. It's Hines. Oh, that's what an effort. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Nyheim Hines, his second touchdown on the season. And the Colts are in for 6. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Now Luck. And this will be caught as they convert here for 2. So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
Bortles leads the Jags up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now Bortles. Escaping the pressure right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
A fake to Fournette. Now it's Bortles to throw. Flushed out right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Following the sack, 3rd and long for Bortles and the Jags. To throw, it's Bortles. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I would dare say that these guys would have liked to have given their defense a little bit more rest since they gave up a touchdown their last time out. But alas, my man, that's not going to happen.
Yep, they're going to have to grab those helmets, get right back out there. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And take it right on the 30. 51 yards on the punt there. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. They run with Hines. They'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the 3rd quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the 2nd half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you're worried about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
It's Mack. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And now running right through it. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They'll try the air now with Locke. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. A really good pickup of 28 yards. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. T.Y. Hilton with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Colts are able to grow their lead. And he puts it through. Vinatieri out there to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Bunch right, bunch right, bunch right. 372.
On 2nd down, here's Bortles. Dumps it off to Fournette. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a 1st down as well. 4th quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You got the 1st one for the 2nd one to even matter.
From the gun, it's Bortles. Eluding the pressure right. Whoa, shifty. Whoa. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a 1st down.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, 2nd half, no quit in him.
0.
And he is going to lose yardage here. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. Now Bortles. And he fends him off. But in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. Al Woods busting through to get him for a loss of 6. Following the sack, 3rd and long for Bortles and the Jags. Working from the gun, it's Bortles. And that is incomplete.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
Throwing is Bortles. That's to his running back, complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Into the red zone, it's Bortles. got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. As his guys are in for 6, and the Jaguars are back within a score.
Big score. First step in their attempt to climb back into this game.
Yes, but still some work to do as they get within a score here. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. He juked him. Oh, now he bowls him over. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. They've been rolling the last couple of drives, each ending in touchdowns. So this game is flipped. They were down. Now they're up with the football. We'll see how they handle it.
Can we get a spy on the headset now between the head coach and offensive coordinator? Because they've been in attack mode. Had to get back into the game. Now they have the lead. Do you stay on the attack? Or do you dial it back a little bit to try and protect this lead?
Well, my cop-out answer would be somewhere in the middle. I think it's going to be a fine line, is it not?
I think you're exactly right, but I do think if they can stay aggressive and keep them on their heels, they'll be best served that way.
Hey, easy. 12.
To throw on second down is Locke. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 7, and that's going to lead to a third down. A shotgun snap for Locke. Over the middle, it's caught by Rodgers. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first.
Let it roll, let it roll. 59. 53.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. Malik Jackson there to make the stop. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession. So they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Play action. It's Locke. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked by Riley Harrison. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning.
Hey, let's go. Trip foot.
Bortles on the give to Fournette. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. Time for a break.
Here we go.
We'll come back, see what transpires after this.
You got him. You got him.
Now Bortles throwing on second down. He'll get this over to Westbrook. It's complete. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. That catch good for 5. It's third down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. So they took a shot there on third down, couldn't get it. Now it's fourth. Figuring they're going for it on fourth down. Remember, though, they do have all 3 timeouts, so even if they don't get it, all is not lost.
Yeah, normally in this situation, when you're talking about having to go for it, everything is in this play. But as you noted, with those 3 timeouts, they actually have a little bit of a safety net.
11.
Now Bortles, got to have this one. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on fourth down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, I've seen, you know, you and I have both been to practices where we've seen Hey, third down situation. Big third down alert. Lock in here. Fourth down play. Make sure you focus just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
So they come up on second down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. They run again with Hines. That good for 22 and a first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
Let's go. Rip.
Here's Hines on the toss play. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And now the Jags going to signal for another timeout as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. The Colts on third down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This will be 3rd and 6. Now it's Luck. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And Vinatieri's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, they've got to find 2 scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but, boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Lucy.
Bortles to throw. Now he's hit, and Bortles fumbled. It's loose. And the offense will get this one back. Boy, that could have been catastrophic at this late stage of the game, but they avoid disaster. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This will be 3rd and a mile. Fournette. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here.
This offense really put themselves in a tough spot on 1st and 2nd down and needing long